So you're thinking of moving to Billings, Montana? Today I'm going to cover the top 5 pros and cons of living in the Lockwood community just east of Billings. And you'll want to stick around to the end when I'll share how Lockwood got its name. So let's get started. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is about living in Billings, Montana and the surrounding area, then subscribe below. Tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to hear about the current market in Billings, Montana. My name is Nancy Brook with Billings Best Real Estate, and the team and I get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you looking to make their move to Billings, Montana, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom meeting. All of the information is in the description below. Our job is to help you make your smooth move to Billings, Montana. Like I said, today I'm talking about the pros and cons of living in Lockwood. If you've never heard of Lockwood, it's an unincorporated community located east of Billings, right off Interstate 90. Lockwood is a small place with around 7,000 people who live there. One interesting fact about Lockwood, it had the largest growth rate in the state of Montana, with 57.8% growth from 2000 to 2010. The 2020 census data is not yet available for Lockwood, but we estimate the population is right around that 7,000 mark. Let's jump right in with the pros of living in Lockwood. First, Lockwood has its own school district with a new high school that just opened within the last couple of years. The people in Lockwood rave about how great their school system is. It's a source of pride for the community. And it's pretty cool that the kids who grow up in Lockwood can stay together at the same school system. A second pro, Lockwood is a tight-knit community. With a population of around 7,000, Lockwood has a small town feel. If you move to Lockwood, you are likely to get to know many people in the community. The locals are friendly and welcoming, and you'll feel like part of the family in no time. A third pro, due to its rural location, crime rates here are low. In fact, Lockwood has the lowest crime rate in the Billings metro area. This means you can feel safe walking through your neighborhood or visiting local businesses after dark. A fourth item for the pro list, you can find really nice homes with amazing scenic views in Lockwood. If you want a beautiful area with a forested land, check out the Emerald Hills area of Lockwood. There are really no other areas near Billings like it. Another beautiful area is Sanctuary Canyon. This area of new construction homes offers views of rolling hills and sandstone cliffs. You'll also get incredible homes for the money. I'm talking huge homes with upgraded finishes, 3 to 4 car garages, maybe a half acre or more, going for $600,000. That same home in the west end of Billings would cost you easily $100,000 more. Our final pro. Since the area is not in the city, Lockwood qualifies for the U.S. Rural Development Loan Program. This program is designed to promote rural living with a loan that requires 0% down. Yes, that's right. You do not have to bring a down payment to the closing table. You'll still need to come up with closing costs though, unless you can negotiate these with the seller. Let's switch gears to the con list. Our first con, there are few job opportunities right in Lockwood. If you're a refinery worker, there's an Exxon refinery nearby, or you could find a job at the local town pump, or a fast food restaurant, or at the local IGA grocery store, but count on having to travel to Billings for your job. This isn't too big of a deal since Lockwood is right off the interstate, which makes commuting fairly easy. Our second con is related to the commute and driving from Lockwood. While the interstate offers easy access to and from Billings, roads can be sketchy during winter snowstorms. The interstate can get slippery and snow-packed, making driving treacherous. Now, this only happens a handful of times at most during winter. The snowplows are out pretty quickly to clear the roads on the interstate, and you can always avoid the interstate if needed and take streets through town, but this will extend your commute. Speaking of driving, our third con is that you will have to own a car to live in Lockwood, as there's no public transportation. Ideally, you'll drive a vehicle with 4 or all-wheel drive to navigate the snow much easier. There's a reason why pickups and SUVs are so popular in the Billings area. A fourth con: if you love city life and modern amenities, they simply do not exist in Lockwood. There's no fine dining and no nightlife to speak of. You'll definitely need to travel if you want anything else aside from groceries at the local IGA. But the good news, with a 15 to 20 minute drive on the interstate, you can be literally anywhere in Billings. And if you're entrepreneurial, you may find an opportunity to add a new restaurant or entertainment venue in Lockwood. The final con I'll discuss is emergency services. It may take a while for an ambulance or police officer to reach you if you have a need, depending upon exactly where you live in Lockwood. But Lockwood does have its own volunteer fire department.
Thanks for watching to the end. Now for that information on how Lockwood got its name. There are conflicting stories, but one thing is known for sure. Originally, Lockwood was called Hirsch, and it became Lockwood sometime in the late 1800s. I know in 1895, the Billings Gazette had called the irrigation canal the Lockwood Irrigation Canal, so we know it had changed by then. Let's talk about the 3 different versions of the story. In version number 1, some landowners named George and Clara Lockwood owned land in the area, and Lockwood became known because of their name. In version number 2, there was a Captain Lockwood who worked for the U.S. Cavalry. He fought against the Native Americans in the area, and the land was named after this Captain Lockwood. In version number 3, Lockwood was named after a railroad manager who brought the train to the area. I'm not sure which version is correct, but there you have it. There are 3 different versions, and Lockwood was either named after a landowner, a captain, or a railroad manager. I'll let you know when I find out for sure. And remember, whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or schedule a Zoom meeting. All of the information is in the details below. And until next time, we hope to see you around town.